back. Well, two people have been arrested by the CBCID in Chennai. The arrested persons have been identified as Shiva Balan and Mohammed Salim. Of course, these arrests have been made with regard to the twin blasts that occurred in Chennai Central Railway Station just yesterday. The CBCID has taken them into custody and is currently interrogating them. The people were arrested at Broadway. And of course, the two are known to have had links with the arrested ISI agent Zakir Hussain. In fact, it is understood that these two men, Salim and Shiva Balan, have been the latest arrests. Yesterday, we saw two arrests taking place, while one was released. The other is still in the custody of the police. The CBCID being pressed into action almost immediately, and they have also gone ahead and ensured that they have followed up so that the evidence is not destroyed before, of course, it is too late. But besides that, we understand that there is a lot of talk about the perpetrators having support from several others. In fact, they are also looking into the angle of exactly where these particular bombs were put in, where they were planted, in which particular railway station. And besides that, they also claim that it could have gotten support from sleeper modules working in Karnataka. And basically, it is being said that an official has disclosed that information so far collated suggests that the bomb fitted with a timer device could have been planted in Bengaluru. But two arrests are already being made as of now, is what we understand. Meanwhile, heightened security being present in Chennai. There, every important structure has been provided additional security, be it the US consulate, important shopping malls, the airport, the railway station, or even bus stations. In fact, at Chennai Central Railway Station, for a change, we're looking at security personnel going ahead and checking every single person who enters, as well as screening their baggage to ensure that there is no sort of untoward incident that takes place once again in the railway station. Well, meanwhile, it's politics over the blasts. So once again, in a snub to the centre, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha handed over the investigation of the Chennai twin blasts to the CBCID of Tamil Nadu. A virtually embarrassed Home Ministry said that it has asked the NIA team in New Delhi to stay on hold since the state government has not yet sought an NIA probe into the incident. And here in Bengaluru, a special team constituted by the Tamil Nadu government of the CBCID is visiting the Bengaluru City Railway Station. The team consists of 10 people. There are 2 sub-inspectors and 5 inspectors in the team. The team will be interacting with the authorities in Bengaluru to gather further information on the blasts. In fact, they are probing the angle that the explosives could have been planted here in Bengaluru. In fact, they have rushed a team to Bengaluru to pursue new leads it stumbled upon, and has information that the perpetrators of the explosion could have gotten support from sleeper modules working in Karnataka. They are claiming that the bomb fitted with a timer device could have been planted at Bengaluru. In fact, they have been interacting with the neighbouring state police as well, not just here in Karnataka but other places as well. But they are also viewing the CCTV footage in the Chennai Central Railway Station as of now. The train, of course, left from the Bangalore City Railway Station at about 11:35 on Wednesday night. It was delayed by an hour, but they are considering that maybe this particular bomb was planted here in Bengaluru at the City Railway Station. That is, of course, a lead that they're looking into, but from yesterday we have been looking that they have been going through the CCTV footage, and besides that, as you can see on your screens, additional security also put up at the City Railway Station to ensure that here as well any sort of threat is immediately put to rest. In fact, it is said that they have found new leads that could in fact suggest that something was done here in Bengaluru. In fact, besides that, there is another man who has come under the scrutiny of the CBCID. It is said that CCTV footage from, in fact, the Bangalore City railway station is what has helped them find this man. He was said to have been behaving in a suspicious way and was also on board the S5 coach, is what we understand. And besides that, the cops have also taken in the passenger list and was also speaking to all the passengers on board that particular train to figure out if maybe they saw some sort of suspicious behavior, if they saw any unmanned luggage on the train or anything along those lines, for any leads from the people who witnessed that particular blast as well. And even as all this is taking place, clearly, of course, Jayalalitha has also gone on to state that there is going to be absolutely no intervention from the centre and that the state is going to carry forward the investigations. And well, the Indian tricolour went up for the first time in the London Paralympics when high jumper Girisha leapt to a silver medal in the men's high jump at the Olympic Stadium. But even after soaring to new heights and receiving the Padma Shri award, Girish is still without a job. He has blamed the state government for not keeping its promise and said that he was neglected by the sports minister. Sadly, this is the plight of sportsmen in our country. Despite bringing laurels to India, this is the state where Girish has been left without a job. He claims that the government has neglected him. The sports minister made false promises and then it stopped with that. No sort of action was taken by the minister or the government to ensure Girish's well-being. He brought a medal for India from the London Paralympics, and besides that is also a Padma Shri awardee. Continues, however, to languish without a job, without a source of income to support his love and his talent. So, of course, the government, in a gross neglect there, has gone ahead and not given him any sort of job. Girish has spoken to the government in the past, has told them that yes, he is someone who loves sports, who wants to pursue sports, but with absolutely no one helping him, it is a struggle for Girish, as the government has refused to come to his aid, has refused to fund any of his training or provide him a job for that matter. And let's listen in to what Girish had to say.
ಒಬ್ಬ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಪಟು ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಉನ್ನತ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ಅದು ಹಲವಾರು ಸವಲತ್ತುಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪದ್ಧತಿ. ಆದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನನಗೆ ಒಲಿಂಪಿಕ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆದ್ದಾಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ಬಹುಮಾನದ ಮೊತ್ತನೂ ಕೂಡ ಬೇರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಒಲಿಂಪಿಕ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆದ್ದಂಥವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ಬಹುಮಾನ ಮೊತ್ತಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಅಂಥದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂಥ ಹುದ್ದೆಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ ಮಾಡಲಿ? ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕನಸುಗಳು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ನನಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಕುಟುಂಬ ಇದೆ. ಕುಟುಂಬವನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ನಿಭಾಯಿಸಲಿ?
Well, that was Girish stating that the state of sports in our country is such that it's just not encouraged by the government. My colleague Harish joins us with more information. Harish, in the past we've seen how sportsmen, especially cricketers, are treated like celebrities. When it comes to rarer known sports, lesser known sports, despite the fact that these people have gone out there, represented our country, brought laurels for our country, they are still grossly ignored.
Yes, as you rightly mentioned, remember, he got an Olympic medal for India in Paralympics in London Games, and he got a lot of laurels, not just to the country, for the state as well. He was awarded the Padma Shri. So you would expect the state government to extend all support it can. And even before the London Paralympics started, you had the central government which promised that anyone who wins a medal at the London Paralympics will be given a Class 1 executive officer's job with the Sports Authority of India. That hasn't happened till now. At the same time, the state government too looks like has neglected him. But there is a very, very important point that Girish is making over here. He's saying that the state government is discriminating against me because of the fact that I'm from Hassan. The state government is playing politics because I represent, or I come from a region where JDS or perhaps the other parties are in a stronghold. That's what Girish is trying to say, but definitely not the ideal state or not the ideal kind of support that one would expect from the state government for a Padma Shri awardee, for an Olympian who's won a silver medal at Olympics and made the state proud. At the same time, you said that it has been very difficult for him to even get a meeting with the state chief minister, and even the state sports minister is least bothered about it. So this is the kind of state of affairs for the Olympians, for a Padma Shri. Then it's a sad story, Akshita.
Absolutely, Harish. But also, has Girish spoken about what happened when he approached the government? Did they outright go ahead and deny him a job, or have they been delaying the process?
Well, Akshita, all that you have got, or at least what the government has promised him, is assurances that they will look into the request, they will try and get him a job. Even when he met the Prime Minister during the Padma Shri award ceremony, when he received the award, he did hand over a letter to the Prime Minister. He said that he would forward it to the Sports Minister. He was expecting a Class 1 executive job with the Sports Authority of India. Nothing has materialized over there as well. And he has sent several requests to the state government as well, seeking a job. But even there, he hasn't got any reply of sorts. All that he has got till now is assurances from the politicians. So definitely now Girish is in a bad state with no job, and with remember, a lot of money goes on training as well, because these people have a lot of traveling, and considering that in India sponsorship is largely to cricket and a few sports like tennis and football, Olympians and athletes have to struggle to get sponsorship, and many times they spend from their own pocket. So Girish is now asking for a job. It will have to be seen if state government will react now at least, or if the central government will react, Akshita.
Right, Harish, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. But very, very sad there. Girish is someone who's brought laurels to our country. He's won a silver medal at the London Paralympics. He's been a Padma Shri awardee, but none of that has made any difference, as even now he languishes without a job, without a source of income. Despite being promised an A-grade job by the Sports Ministry, he has not been able to get any sort of job with nobody to help him and support his needs as a sportsman. He claims that it is some sort of discrimination being done on the part of the government, who have been giving him assurance after assurance every single time he approaches them. And moving on, 3 people have sustained grievous injuries as a cylinder exploded in Bengaluru. The incident took place at Jagdish's residence in Rajagopalanagar. Jagdish, his wife and their 8-month-old child had sustained injuries and have been admitted to Victoria Hospital for treatment. The impact of the blast was such that 3 neighbouring houses were also damaged in the explosion. In fact, as you can see, quite a bit of damage has been caused to that particular house. It is understood that Jagdish's wife as well as their 8-month-old toddler were present inside the house when the cylinder blast took place. It was so powerful that it didn't just create damage inside this particular house, but also 3 other neighbouring houses were damaged by the cylinder blast. All 3, Jagdish's wife as well as the 8-month-old toddler, are said to be have suffered grievous injuries, and in fact the doctors are monitoring their condition as of now in Victoria Hospital, especially the little child, the 8-month-old toddler's condition is said to be critical as of now and is being monitored very carefully. But an unfortunate incident this, it took place early in the morning and shocked the residents of Rajagopalanagar, who woke up to this particular shocker. 3 houses have been damaged besides Jagdish's house, and all 3 who were present inside that house have been injured.